talking about more of the breaking Manchester area attacks reports finding seriously shortcoming in security when the bombing happened and Ariana Grande concert and the guy blew people up. So we're going to talk about a bit more about this and watch the video. Part 2.
By having concluded that there were serious shortcomings in the security provided by those organisations which had responsibility for it, and also failings and mistakes by some individuals. When the mistakes and shortcomings set out in the report are considered, it needs to be at the forefront of that consideration that responsibility for what happened and for causing so many deaths and serious injuries lies with Salman Abedi, the suicide bomber, and his brother Hashim, who assisted with the preparations. Hashim Abedi is now serving sentences of life imprisonment for offences including the murders of 22 people. The brothers intended to cause as much harm as they could. No other person or organisation acted with the intention of causing any injury or with any idea their actions or lack of action would or could assist a suicide bomber carrying out his evil intentions. There will be those who consider that I have been overcritical in reaching the conclusions that I have. They will suggest that I have used hindsight in reaching my decisions and have made scapegoats of some individuals. Others may consider that I have not been critical enough. In reaching my conclusions, I have considered all of the evidence. There are not many people who, like me, have heard it all. I have tried to avoid any impermissible use of hindsight, and above all, I have tried to be fair. I was urged by everybody to avoid looking for scapegoats. I have not looked to blame anyone, but where, having considered the evidence, I consider that individuals have fallen below a proper standard in carrying out their important roles in protecting concertgoers, I have said so. It should be remembered in relation to a number of the individuals who are subject to criticism that once the bomb had been detonated, they went as quickly as they could into the city room where the bomb had detonated and did what they could do to assist the victims. Some will say that if you look at any incident such as this in the degree of detail that I have, you will inevitably find things that have gone wrong. That may be so, but when you are considering an event which has caused as much harm and suffering as this attack, it is only right that the circumstances should be scrutinised with the greatest care. An important part of the report deals with what are called missed opportunities. There were a number of opportunities to identify Salman Abedi's activities as being suspicious on the night before he detonated his bomb. What I cannot say with any certainty is what would have happened if those opportunities had not been missed. Salman Abedi might have been deterred from committing this outrage, but might have done the same thing elsewhere. He might have detonated his bomb earlier in a different location, in or close to the city room. The report deals in details with the shortcomings in security. I will not go into detail now, and I invite those interested to read that detail in the report before forming a judgment. For now, I will talk only about some of my overriding impressions. On the 22nd of May 2017, the threat level set by the Joint Terrorism Analysis Centre was severe. That meant that a terrorist attack was highly likely. Whilst the threat was not specific to any particular premises, the arena was always a possible target for a terrorist. There had been previous attacks in Paris and Bavaria, which had shown that popular music events such as those held at the arena could be a target. Everybody concerned with security at the arena should have been doing their job in the knowledge that a terrorist attack might occur on that night. They weren't. No one believed it could happen to them. The threat level had been that severe for a period in excess of 2.5 years, and it is difficult to maintain a level of preparedness over a long period. That is not a criticism of the threat level. While the threat was high, the level needed to be at severe. It was the responsibility of managers to ensure that the message that the threat level was severe was refreshed in such a way that people did not become complacent about it. The essential message is that all employees need to be on the lookout for suspicious behaviour, which when they see it, they should report to their relevant supervisor. Employees must know how to identify suspicious behaviour, be encouraged to report it, and not feel that they may be criticised if it turns out to be a false alarm. Further, there was insufficient sharing of information between those people concerned with security at the arena. Another recurring theme in this inquiry is the need to efficiently share information with partners and neighbours. The effect of this will be to greatly increase the efficacy of the response.
Well, there was a lot of damage been done to them people, and it's never going to be the same. But anyway, thank you for joining this video, guys, girls, ladies and gentlemen. Hope you all enjoyed it. It's still very saddening that these things happened, and it still happens around the world, unfortunately. But anyway, thank you for joining this video, and see you in the next one. Peace.